Alright, hi everybody. I'm trying to fix this. Oh my god. Oh. Bonkai Night 22. This will be uploaded later today. Fairy Tale. Now, okay. I liked and hated this chapter. That sounds weird, right? Yeah. So, reasons that liked, I would say, the mystery behind the very end of the chapter. Now, what I did not like, I mean, kind of forgotten about that, which was brought into play in this chapter, which was Gray and the Steel Ball. Now, even saying that, it was still a good chapter, but kind of just threw that out there. But let's get into this. Okay, so the beginning part we have what we're supposed to do with Wendy. And this is chapter 392 of Fairy Tale, I Must Not Forget. And she just asking Durebolt how long it would take to get Magnolia from here with a direct line. He says 5 minutes. Basically, she's stating that we're going to use Morin's magic to get the contact to all the guilds on the continent. If we can borrow the strength of all the guilds on the continent, we might be able to do something about face. And that's basically the story. Then we get to Juvia. And that guy. He's basically saying one day that child will make the same choice his teacher did. Such is his failure. And now we go back to Gray and Silver. And he's basically just bad-mouthing him as he's kicking him around. That's it. Show me that skull. Attempted for catastrophe himself. Do you really think you could win? Able to turn your anger into strength, did you? I made this taste well. This is the taste of despair. Humans can never defeat demons. Now, he's like, I don't care. Must win no matter what, Gray. And it got pretty bad. You know, he got pretty messed up. Yeah. And the way this ended, I mean, I should have seen it coming, but I didn't know, like, specifically if Gray did that. You know. But basically, Silver saying is no ice not affect me. There's no way to be able to soft enough to fall for an appeal to motion. And he basically says, I got an ace up my sleeve, and he basically has ice shield. And he's like saying, exchanging your own life, external ice, exchange your own life, magic that uses your very existence. Ice magic doesn't work on me. Held you captive for over 10 years, and he says that was before I learned Ice Devil Slayer magic. And he's like, don't tell me you actually dumb enough to think they're going to die. And he's like, I will surpass Deliora. And how this went about, and he's like saying, stop. Deliora, Silver attacks Gray, but that's not Gray. It's an ice clone. He goes behind him. He's like, my family and Yule's revenge. And then he attacks him, and then we see Natsu, and he says, I want you to die. Stop you, but could you hear my voice? And you just see everybody thinking about him, and he's like saying, I'm sorry. He does Ice Shield, and ice doesn't work on me. Your ice shield has been broken. And then he says, I almost forgot something very important. It's an ice clone again. And he says, I refuse to die. And then he appears again behind Silver. So this is like a multitude of ice clones that Gray is throwing out there. And he has a steel ball. It was the one that unfroze the flames of the Sun Village in the rubble. And he does ice make. This was an interesting. I don't know what this translates as, but he did ice make something. The ice make Vambrace, which is just this huge arm that he makes out of ice, and he throws the steel ball at Silver. Now, my thoughts on that are like this. I don't know how to physically take that in. I don't know how to physically take that in. Because, in one hand, I want to say that's bullshit. But on the other, you could say that maybe people who were reading the arc forgot to realize when this fight was going to come about that there was that steel ball. But still, part of me says this. Overall, the fight, I give this a 3.5. I'm sorry. The chapter, same thing. 3.5. I thought that, but then again, when you get down to it, it's like, what the fuck was Grey gonna do? Silver cannot be used. He can't do ice attacks on Silver, ice magic attacks. So there's no other way. Rather, he used another object or thing that is an ice. Oh, he's not being Silver. So this is the only way it could have been done. So he basically throws it. It essentially excuse me, takes him out. I guess I'll use this thumbnail. Goes through him. He's in pain. It goes through his heart, I guess. And this is why, this reason here. The ending, though, I would say gives the actual ending 4. Because he says, "Splendid work, Silver." You really think I was? And then Ray's like, "You think I really wasn't going to realize something? The fuck were you thinking? You are not Deliora. You're my dad, aren't you?" Anzo says, father and son, will a truth at which Grey has arrived to lead to a sorrowful conclusion? 391 next time, Silver Thoughts. Now that part really impressed me, because I'm like, whoa, this entire time that wasn't Deliora? That was actually Grey's father? Now, it might have been that he purposely did that so Grey could have killed Deliora once and for all. At least that's just my theories. But the chapter as a whole, the fight conclusion could have been... I know Grey obviously... it's obvious that you wasn't going to be able to beat him by using, I personally have mixed feelings about this chapter, giving it 3.5. But I'm more interested on the conclusion at the end. More on that. So, pretty good job, I will say, on that. The fight itself, Hero, could he have done it differently? I mean, it's a simple. It seems like an ass pull, but at the same time, like, you go back to the plan, Grey can't use ice attacks against Silver. He can't use Ice Shell. He can't use any of them. So, we'll see. I'm more interested in the conclusion for next week. This should be interesting to find out exactly what Grey's father was planning here. Probably to capture Deliora, to let Deliora go into his body so that he can overpower him, and then one day meet up with Grey, and I think that's what it is. But Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Oh, by the way, anyone throwing stupid comments, lame or stupid or lame, loser, or other stupid comments, yeah, I'm just going to delete them or block you. So yeah, I'm Bonka922. I will catch you guys later.